Here we're talking about continuity. I gave you a quick overview of continuity on this page. In this problem, you'll see I ask you, where is the function not continuous? So make sure for this one that you wouldn't pick an answer that might have interval notation if there's one like that on your final. I'm asking you, where is it not continuous? Well, functions are not continuous where the denominator equals 0. So we'll set this function equal to 0. We'll factor it. The factors of 35 that add to give me 12 are 7 and 5. Same sign, both negative. Now, at this point, you'll see that negative 7 and negative 5 are an answer choice. Do not fall for that trick. Remember, to find the domain and set it to 0, you have to actually set it to 0. Don't use the factored portion. Actually take the time to do this final step. When I move this 7 over, x is going to equal 7, and when I move this 5 over, x is going to equal 5. So my answer for this one would actually be 7 and 5, the positive values. Watch your signs on the multiple choice possibilities. The second one, I ask you where it is continuous. Well, functions are continuous wherever their denominator does not equal 0. So we're still going to do the same thing. We'll set the denominator equal to 0. And we'll factor it. The factors of 12 that add to give me 8 are 6 and 2. They're the same sign, both negative. I'll set my first piece equal to 0, and I'll set my second piece equal to 0. I would get x equals 6 and x equals 2. This is where they are discontinuous. You'll notice in this problem I asked you where it was continuous. So if you look on a number line, I'm discontinuous at 2, and I'm discontinuous at 6. All other places are good. So all of these are good, all of these are good, all of these are good. So it would be from negative infinity to 2, from 2 to 6, and from 6 to infinity. Now look at all of those 2's and 6's in your answer choices. You have to be very careful that you pick the right positive and negative lineup. So this one says negative 6 and 2. That doesn't work. This one doesn't have a 6. That doesn't work. The top one has a negative 2. That doesn't work. So this is your answer. Okay, so we have one more of those, I believe. Okay, in this last one, I ask you, where is the function continuous? What you need to remember for this one is your rule is you take your radicand and set it greater than or equal to 0. Now that's the most important part of the entire problem. Greater than or equal to means that you will use a bracket. Look at our answer choices. This one uses parentheses and this one uses parentheses, so make sure you throw out the one that has parentheses. So solving it out, you take what's under the radical and you want to make sure it's positive. I move the 9 over and 3x would be greater than or equal to negative 9. I'll divide by 3, which is positive, no flipping, and x is greater than or equal to negative 3. One interval notation, that would be from negative 3 to infinity, and that's what my answer would look like. Make sure you pick the one with the bracket.